Friday, September 27, 2025, Bethpage Black buzzed with excitement for the Ryder Cup's opening day. The air was thick with anticipation as thousands of fans, draped in red, white, and blue, filled the legendary fairways and grandstands. The energy was palpable, with every corner of the course alive with chatter, laughter, and the unmistakable hum of a world-class sporting event about to unfold. Suddenly, a deep roar echoed overhead. Air Force One soared low above the course, its iconic blue and white fuselage glinting in the morning sun. Every head turned skyward, and a collective gasp swept through the crowd as the presidential plane made its dramatic entrance, signaling that something extraordinary was about to happen. President Donald Trump had arrived, the first sitting U.S. president ever to attend the Ryder Cup. His presence marked a historic milestone, not just for the tournament, but for the sport of golf itself. Cameras flashed and fans surged forward, eager to catch a glimpse of the commander-in-chief at one of golf's most prestigious events. After the breathtaking flyover, Marine One descended onto a nearby fairway, its rotors whipping up grass and excitement alike. President Trump, dressed in classic golf attire, stepped out with his granddaughter, Kai Madison Trump, by his side. The pair walked confidently onto the grounds, waving to the crowd, their arrival adding a personal, almost familial touch to the day's proceedings. The crowd erupted in chants of "USA! USA!" as he approached the first tee, phones raised high to capture every second. Flags waved, voices rang out, and the sense of unity was unmistakable. For many, this was more than just a golf tournament. It was a celebration of American spirit and pride. Standing behind a glass barrier, President Trump joined the crowd for the national anthem. As the first notes played, a hush fell over the course, replaced moments later by a thunderous military jet flyover that rattled the grandstands and sent chills down every spine. The spectacle was both solemn and exhilarating, a perfect blend of tradition and pageantry. His presence electrified the already charged atmosphere, infusing the event with a new layer of national pride. The crowd's energy seemed to double, their cheers echoing across the course, as if the very spirit of the nation was on display for the world to see. For fans, seeing the president in person was an unexpected bonus, a once-in-a-lifetime experience that made the day even more memorable. Smiles, laughter, and wide-eyed wonder spread through the galleries as people realized they were witnessing history in the making. The cheers and energy on the course reached new heights, blending sports, politics, and patriotism in a way rarely seen at a golf event. The boundaries between competition and celebration blurred, as fans reveled in the unique fusion of athletic excellence and national pride. Trump's visit instantly became a historic moment for American golf. News crews scrambled to capture every angle, and social media buzzed with images and videos of the president mingling with fans and players alike. The significance of the occasion was felt by all, from the youngest spectators to the most seasoned golf veterans. The Ryder Cup was no longer just about golf. It was about a nation coming together on one of the sport's grandest stages. The sense of unity and shared purpose was unmistakable, as fans from all walks of life stood side by side, united by their love of country and the game. The day's significance was set before a single putt dropped. As the sun rose over Bethpage Black, it was clear that this Ryder Cup would be remembered not just for the golf, but for the unforgettable moment when history, sport, and patriotism converged on the fairways of Long Island. The Ryder Cup is unlike any other golf event. No prize money, just pride. It's a contest where the stakes are measured not in dollars, but in honor, tradition, and the chance to etch your name into golfing history. Every player feels the weight of representing their continent, carrying the hopes of millions of fans back home. The pressure is immense, and the sense of responsibility is unlike anything else in the sport. Every 2 years, the best from the United States face off against the elite of Europe in a battle for bragging rights and a small golden trophy that means everything to those who compete for it. In 2025, Team USA, led by the passionate Keegan Bradley, was desperate to reclaim the cup after a heartbreaking defeat in Rome. The sting of that loss fueled their determination, and every practice, every meeting was focused on redemption. The home crowd in New York was ready to roar them on, bringing an energy and excitement that only a Ryder Cup on American soil can deliver. The fans' chants echoed across the course, creating an atmosphere that was both intimidating and inspiring. Team Europe, captained by the steady and strategic Luke Donald, arrived as defending champions. Their mission was clear: to win on U.S. soil for the first time since 2012 and to prove their dominance in the most hostile of environments. The Ryder Cup's unique format, foursomes and four-ball team matches on Friday and Saturday, then singles on Sunday, demands not just individual brilliance, but true teamwork. Chemistry, trust, and nerves of steel are essential, as every shot can swing the momentum. Each match is worth a precious point. The first team to reach 14.5 points secures the cup. Every hole, every putt, every decision is magnified under the intense spotlight. The pressure is relentless, the atmosphere electric. The roars of the crowd, the tension on the greens, and the drama of match play create a spectacle unlike any other in sports. For the players, it's about more than golf. It's about legacy. It's about inspiring the next generation, making their families proud, and leaving a mark that will be remembered for decades. The stakes at Bethpage Black couldn't have been higher. The legendary course, known for its difficulty and history, set the perfect stage for a showdown of epic proportions. Both teams knew history was on the line. Every player, coach, and fan understood that this was a moment that could define careers and shape the legacy of the Ryder Cup itself. The fans sensed it too, fueling the intensity with every cheer, every chant, and every wave of their flags. Their passion added to the spectacle, making the event unforgettable. The Ryder Cup is where legends are made, where heroes rise under pressure, and where the spirit of golf shines brightest on the world stage. The morning foursome set the tone. Europe came out sharp, their pairs in perfect sync. They drained putts, avoided mistakes, and quickly silenced the American crowd. Blue dominated the leaderboards as Europe won match after match, stunning the home fans. By the end of the morning, Europe led 3-1, a commanding start. Team USA, rattled, faced a steep climb. The afternoon four-ball offered a chance to recover, but Europe stayed strong, winning 2 more matches and tying another. At day's end, Europe led 5.5 to 2.5. The Americans were left searching for answers. The home advantage had evaporated. Europe's confidence soared while U.S. hopes dimmed. The pressure was now squarely on Team USA. The path to a comeback looked daunting. The Ryder Cup's drama had only just begun. Amid a tough morning, Patrick Cantlay and Xander Schauffele gave Team USA a lifeline. Facing Europe's Hovland and McIntyre, the American duo battled fiercely, their chemistry on full display. The match was tight, but Cantlay and Schauffele stayed calm under pressure, sinking clutch putts. On the final holes, they pulled ahead, sealing victory on the 17th. It was the only American point in the morning session. Their win prevented a European sweep and kept U.S. hopes alive. The crowd erupted, sensing a glimmer of hope. Cantlay and Schauffele's grit showed Europe wasn't invincible. Their teamwork was a spark on a difficult day. Sometimes, one match can change the mood of an entire team. President Trump arrived at the tournament just as Team USA was facing a tough challenge, their early struggles evident on the scoreboard. Yet, his arrival brought a noticeable sense of optimism and energy to the grounds. Spectators and players alike seemed to perk up, aware that the eyes of the nation and the world were now on them. Speaking to reporters, Trump tried to lighten the mood. "I think we'll be okay," he said with a confident smile before joking, "Let's go on the plane, we have to try and help them." His words, half in jest, reflected both his competitive spirit and his desire to rally the team. Settling into his viewing area, Trump watched the action unfold, his attention unwavering. With his granddaughter by his side, he reacted to every shot, sometimes clapping, sometimes wincing, sharing in the drama of the match as any true fan would. For hours, Trump blended into the crowd, becoming just another passionate supporter. Despite his fame, he joined in the collective cheers and groans, experiencing the emotional roller coaster of the day alongside everyone else. His presence was more than just a ceremonial gesture. It was a genuine show of encouragement for the athletes. Trump made a point to greet several players, offering words of support and applause, reinforcing the importance of their efforts on such a big stage. The media quickly picked up on the significance of his visit. News crews captured every moment, and commentators discussed how Trump's attendance was boosting morale, even if it couldn't directly influence the outcome on the course. For many fans, seeing the president so invested in the event made the day truly unforgettable. People snapped photos, waved flags, and shared stories of the experience, knowing they were witnessing a unique moment in sports history. Trump's attendance underscored the Ryder Cup's significance as more than just a sporting event. It was a matter of national pride, a symbol of unity and competition on an international stage. The atmosphere shifted, and the event became about more than golf. It was about coming together, celebrating American spirit, and feeling a sense of unity and pride that transcended the game itself. The first day of the Ryder Cup would be remembered not just for the fierce competition, but for the historic presidential visit that brought the nation's attention to the course, making it a day that would live on in the memories of all who were there. Trump didn't just watch, he connected with players and captains. He chatted with Bryson DeChambeau, who hoped the president's presence would inspire victory. Trump offered a supportive hug to U.S. Captain Keegan Bradley, boosting team morale. Bradley called it an incredible honor, believing things would turn around. Trump also greeted Europe's captain, Luke Donald, showing respect for the competition. The gesture highlighted the Ryder Cup's spirit of sportsmanship. For Team USA, the president's visit was a powerful motivator. For Europe, it was just another challenge to overcome. The personal moments added a human touch to a high-stakes day. A presidential visit meant unprecedented security at Bethpage Black. Hundreds of officers and agents swarmed the grounds, causing traffic jams and long lines. Fans who paid top dollar missed opening shots, stuck in hours of delays. A power line explosion added to the morning chaos, but no one was hurt. The atmosphere was tense, but fans remained determined to enjoy the day. The Ryder Cup's rare U.S. appearance made the hassle worth it for most. The massive crowds and presidential presence created a once-in-a-lifetime buzz. Despite the challenges, the mood was electric. For many, the inconvenience was a small price for history. The Bethpage crowd was loud, patriotic, and relentless in their support for Team USA. Every American shot drew roars. European players faced a wall of chants and cheers. Trump's arrival amped up the energy, blending sports and politics in a way rarely seen at golf events. Chants of USA echoed for both the team and the president. While most cheered, a few boos revealed a divided crowd. The president's presence intensified the patriotic fervor. For Europe, the atmosphere was daunting. For the U.S., it was fuel. The crowd became a character in the day's drama. The Ryder Cup was more than a tournament. It was a festival of national pride. As day one ended, Europe was confident, leading 5.5 to 2.5. Team USA felt the pressure, but hope lingered. The Ryder Cup is famous for comebacks. Everyone remembered Brookline in 1999. With 2 days left, the Americans knew the fight wasn't over. The key win, Saturday morning, and shift momentum. Players drew inspiration from the crowd and the president's visit. The stage was set for a dramatic weekend. Would Europe hold on, or could the U.S. rally on home soil? The story was far from finished. In the Ryder Cup, anything is possible until the final putt drops.